it almost it locks the system up almost to a complete freeze, and it does this during when it checks for updates, and it usually happens after a system's been turned off for like say 2 weeks or like a week or something like that.
Yeah.
And it comes back online. It checks the date, I guess, and then realizes, oh, whoa, I haven't been around for a few days now. And then it's just like, I definitely have to check for updates right this second. So then it does that on like the boot up, not on, right after the boot up. So you get the desktop there, and you're trying to do a few things, and it just completely locks everything down. And it's embarrassing because it's happened to me a couple times with clients.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm getting annoyed with that.
I went through it too, man. Sell them something good. They're happy. You're happy. We're all happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Anything else you got on your list there?
Oh yeah. Let's see. I got a couple quick ones. This one sounds funny. Okay. Did you hear about this guy, Jim Helsenden? I don't know how to say his name. The owner of the Segway company. Have you heard about this guy?
No.
Oh, this is just, okay. I have to laugh. When you first hear about it, you have to laugh. It's this guy who owns the company Segway, and he died, and he died in like almost a cartoon-like fashion. Charities and giving segways to like different organizations. I remember which ones. I don't remember, but I mean, he was like a really nice guy. And in fact, he was such a nice guy. The reason why he died is he risked his life so that a pedestrian, a non-Segway rider, right, could get past him and that's
man.
how. Oh, it's just being courteous killed him. Oh,
That's just not right.
Yeah, it's not right. And I was like, because I mean, at first it's like, you never want the president of your company to die on your product or die using your product.
It's wrong on so many levels. It really is.
Yeah, it's really, really bad for business. But I'm sure at this moment he's not really caring too much. He's not around. But it's still really rough. Oh wow, this is really, it's whacked. It's just a really insane story.
Yeah. It's messed up.
At least he didn't have to suffer. Oh God.
Well, they don't think.
But I'm like on the surface, I want to laugh about it because it's a Segway driving off a cliff. But you can't.
No, if you picture it, I mean, at first as I'm reading this, I'm like, that's so sad. And then I pictured like the incident in my mind. It is kind of funny.
It is kind of funny. I mean, you have to picture Wile E. Coyote, and you have to be picturing, the Roadrunner somewhere in that picture, right?
Well, yeah, something like that. I picture like what the pedestrian does. Like, what do you do as the pedestrian? Keep walking?
No, you don't keep walking as you watch a man fall 50 feet to his death.
How could that happen? How could that happen?
Look, even if you were the most callous person on the world, right? Watching somebody dive to their death 50 feet, that's something you turn your head for. But when somebody does it on a Segway, I don't care how callous you are, you're looking, because that's a Segway and a guy going off, know.
Right.
Yes.
All right, that's messed up. What else you got? Quick ones.
One of my favorite things, Cinemassacre, who the guy that
the
most
angry
people
video game nerd.
Yeah, who is the most filthiest mouth on the planet. So all you guys out there who have kids and stuff like that, or wives who don't approve, you might want to throw in some headphones if you're going to listen to any of his videos. doesn't have any problem screaming curse words. So he put another he has another good video on it, and I thought it was pretty clever. It's a pretty short one too. One of his categories is called Board Games, where he reviews board games, and he reviews, I forget which one it was called.
Mr.
Oh
Bucket.
jeez. Mr. Bucket was my favorite. I think everybody would love Mr. Bucket. His review on Mr. Bucket, which almost wasn't a review. It was like a review for like the first minute.
It was a short film, basically.
Yeah, it was like a short film. It was like 10 minutes long or something like that.
Are you talking about Tornado Rex?
Yeah, Tornado Rex, which I remember.
What is it?
It's a board game where you build this kind of like it's like a large kind of plastic kind of a ramp thing, but that twirls a little bit.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you create like a spinning top, which is the T-Rex character, and your hikers. You have these hikers which are just little men that just try to get through the pathway of this monster, and it just goes and it knocks you off the path. It's kind of cool.
What does he do with it?
Yeah, no, well, he doesn't do anything vulgar. It's just a lot of language vulgarity. That's all it is.
I laughed. I actually thought his short film about Mr. Bucket was pretty awesome. So,
yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check this out. Good find.
This is even shorter. This is like 2 or 3 minutes or something like that. The other one with Mr. Bucket was like 10 minutes and excellent.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it now because I don't want to. I want the vulgarities to spew from.
There's like 3 guys there, and they're just barraging each other with profanity, so you can't play it.
All right, what else you got?
Let's see. Oh, my I have I don't know how much you want to delve into it. Oh no, actually, you know what? I got something better. One of my new favorite websites right now, because I'm a big Google fan. There's a great website out there for Google, and it's called
Google.
Well, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. It's actually, I thought it was, you know what? I keep, for whatever reason, I think I've read it somewhere that it wasn't a part of Google, but it clearly is, and I don't know where I got this idea in my head. It's called New Products. So if you go to google.com /new products, you can, I'll put the link in the chat here. You can see all the new different things that they're updating all throughout the Google world. Google Docs, YouTube, checkout, AdWords, their mobile stuff.
Oh, neat. This is neat.
Apps. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. And it just gives you the quick headlines and you can explore different areas of interest, like what products you actually are interested in, like Blogger or Chrome or.
Oh, this is great, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's a really great site. So, I mean, if you're using one of these services, I mean, there are always great new features that are coming out, like, of course, Gmail and just a million different things. You could find out what the latest things are that are coming out, what you might have missed, the headlines and things.
What do you think about this Google Instant? Have you been using it?
I like it. It's good. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't looking for something like this.
Right. I didn't give it much thought either. I mean, it's just there. That's the only thing I really say about it.
It saves 0.2 seconds of my life at every once in a while. It's great.
Cool.
My favorite is the thing where we type in I don't know what they call it.
Autofill.
The autofill. That's right. The autofill.
Yeah.
I love that because you really get to understand what people are.
Most things, it's appalling. Most things are appalling. What do you see in there?
Yeah. Well, like the most popular, like if you could find out the most popular of something. So like, who's the most popular actor or celebrity in the world who has the first name Steve? You know?
How do you do it?
Well,
how do we do it?
You just type in Steve and then see which ones come up. It's the first one, Steve Madden. But then if you put Steve in, you get Steven Slater.
I put Steve and I got Steven Slater.
Yeah, but if you put Steve, take the N off.
I did. I just put Steve and added an N.
Oh, that's weird.
Steven Slater. Steve Jobs, Steve Perry, Steve Nash, Steve Harvey Morning Show, Steve Carell. Is that how you spell his name? No, Carell? I don't even think they spelled it right. Steve Aoki, Steve Driver, Steve Harvey again. All right.
Yeah, so here's a good one. How about Motorola, right? the company. Well,
Yeah.
it's what I think is kind of funny. The first thing for Motorola is Droid.
It's Droid X.
Well, you have one of them, either Droid or Droid X.
Right.
Two,
Why
and
is
then
that funny?
Droid.
Why is that funny?
Because that means that the only product that people are caring about is the Droid. That's the way
It
I
is
think.
a huge product. It really is.
Yeah, it's what's on people's minds.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I love that's my favorite thing about Google. The instant thing is like, you know that. Oh,
Here's where you really get good. You got to type in like, how do you? Let me try this. Google.com. Okay. How do you? Okay. How do you learn Education Nation? How do you delete friends on Facebook? How do you get pregnant? How do you get pink eye? How do you get mono? How do you duel in Red Dead Redemption?
how about this?
How do
This
you
is
get
even better.
HPV? What?
How do you get rid of HPV? That's
how
not
do you
good.
get HPV?
How do you get it?
Yeah.
That's you know what that is, right?
Herpes?
No, human papillomavirus, which is basically genital herpes. All right.
Which one were you gonna say?
Okay, this is one of my favorite things to do with that. What is this called? I don't even know the name of this. The
Autofill.
Autofill. Okay. Put in an actor or actress's name, and then what you do is like I'll put in let's see, Katy Perry, right?
Dude, I knew you were gonna say that. I was gonna start typing it because I knew you were gonna say that. You were obsessed with her, aren't you?
No,
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It's not that I'm obsessed with her. It's just wherever I look,
Yeah, she's there.
I see her.
Yep.
She's there. I don't know what it is.
Yep.
Like every website I'm on, there's like a little like you know other articles we're also writing about, and there's always Katy Perry. Oh, Katy Perry performed here. I'm like this is like I don't know. I just think she's like I don't know. I never really actually thought of her as a celebrity, and now it's just.
Right.
But I guess she is. She's everywhere. Anyway. But so you type in like something like and I think she'd be funny for this one, is Katy Perry. And then you put it, or any actor, or actresses, whatever, or just any kind of pseudo celebrity, B or D list, and it doesn't matter who. And then you put in is afterwards and see what everybody's searching for.
Katy Perry is so hot. Katy Perry is annoying. Katy Perry is dating. Katy Perry is a hypocrite. Katy Perry is bi. Katy Perry is a man. Katy Perry is a skank. Katy Perry is fat.
That's mean.
Who cares if it's mean or not? All right.
Here's a bad one. Leo Laporte is. First one is.
No, let's not do them. Let's not do them.
No, you don't like that?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's not do them. All right. You got anything else on your list?
Let's see.
Let me talk about this program. Let me talk about this program. I'm trying to put the laptop repair videos on DVD. It's a colossal job. One would not think it would be so hard to author DVDs. That's what it's called, DVD authoring. See, DVDs are just a tremendous pain in the butt, and that's why I never put the laptop repair videos on DVD, because I got like 12 hours of HD video, and what you need to do is re-encode them. They have to be a very specific coding to go on DVD, and then they got to be able to be played on everybody's DVD player. And I have to transcode every video because the quality of a DVD player is less than what my actual videos are, the resolution. Anyway, I've been using iDVD on a Mac, and iDVD took 9 hours to do one disc, so I let it go. I go, all right, I have to do this. Because I put it on professional quality, and I'm running it on like an i7 machine. 9 hours, and then it runs through, and then at the very end of the 9 hours, it gave me an error. So I said, screw it. I'm not using a Mac for this. I said, forget it. I'm not waiting 9 hours. I'm not going to buy Final Cut Pro, which comes with DVD something Pro. I can't remember what it's called. So I went online looking for like PC, because I got a good PC program. And there's actually a pretty decent program. It's called DVD Styler. If you have movies and you want a free program to actually make it so your movies can be played on any DVD player, fire up DVD Styler. It's got a cool menu system. You can make your own menus and backgrounds and stuff, and add music and stuff like that. And
that's neat.
It does a good job of putting all your organizing all your videos so they play in the proper order, which I still can't figure out in iDVD. It just plays in whatever order it wants. I have no rhyme or reason that it's doing these. So DVD Styler did that. And it's so fast. I ran it on the same i7 PC. It got done in probably about an hour as opposed to 9.
Oh.
Now the bitrate quality wasn't, I don't think, as high as iDVD. See, iDVD allows you to do variable bitrate, which means when it's recoding all of your videos, it doesn't stick with one bitrate throughout the whole thing. It actually, when there's less video happening, it's able to do it at a less bitrate. When there's lots of stuff going on, it does it at a more bitrate. So it kind of just squishes and does the maximum, puts a maximum amount of movie on your DVD as possible. So that's one thing iDVD does, but not to wait 9 hours to get an error. So this thing fired up in an hour. I played it on a DVD player. It worked. The menu system's not the prettiest. The text that I did didn't come out that great, but I think I just need to tweak a couple things. But all in all, it's a great program. It runs on Linux and Windows. So I'm happy with it, and that's probably what I'm going to use to make the laptop prepared with DVDs, which should be coming out in a couple weeks. I bought all kinds of equipment to do all this duplication myself. I went to disc makers. I got a 7-disc duplicator. I got that the DVD printer you gave me. I bought 100 dual-layer DVDs, 100 fat cases, shipping packages, replacement ink, everything. These things are going to be pretty, and they're going to be professional. So that's my goal. So we're doing it right. Definitely doing it right, and hopefully that'll be released soon. But the biggest holdup is making these master DVDs. I mean, I have all the laptop repair videos made, but trying to squeeze them onto a DVD with a menu system, it's going to take me like 4 or 5 dual-layer DVDs. It's just a massive job. I've been trying to do it for days. I'm just sick of it. But at least I found this program, and this program did help me out. So it's got to say something for that.
Wow. Oh, my God. What an adventure.
It really is. You wouldn't think, like, oh, why don't you just put movies on a DVD? That's where movies go. Put them on DVD. Like, I'm like, I know that. I didn't for the longest time. I'm like, I know this is going to be a headache. And
of course.
It is. It really is.
Oh,
because, you know.
It can't be anything but.
Yeah, because the format has to be so it'll play on every DVD player. So it's got to be exact. And there's not a lot of programs that allow you to author DVDs easily because I think they're not out there because of Hollywood doesn't want people making DVDs, pirating DVDs. So the software used to author DVDs is not just out on the street. It's not a dime a dozen. It's hard to find. So this is a pretty good program. You should check it out. I recommend.
Did you see the Techzilla? Techzilla did a thing on DVD Ripper. It was called, I forget what it was called.
This isn't ripping.
Oh. Well, I mean, they had a wait a second.
This is DVD
I don't think
authoring.
It was just. I don't think it was just ripping. I think it was also burning.
Oh, okay.
It called it like the something 3000. I forget what it was, but they did a whole thing on it.
He was ripping. That's for ripping.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was trying to rip his whole CD collection back into his computer. Something happened to it, so he was trying to do it as fast as possible. And he did build like this huge, I think, a tower of DVD players, but
yeah, it was pretty cool looking too.
I don't think I saw a picture. I think I heard it on audio or something. But
I don't know why you can't. Well, all right, okay. I don't know anything about this. I never had a reason to to do anything like that.
If you do and you want a free program, DVD Styler looks like it might do the job and be professional enough. So that's cool.
Every time I've ever gotten into that world, it's always been longer, way more complicated and longer than I've ever.
Yeah.
Deal with.
That's why I did not want to deal with it, but I have to. I get emails every day asking to have them on DVD, so it would be worth it for me. All right, my friend, what do you like?
Ooh, I love this new thing. This is so cool. I've just been crazy about it. It's it's called the YouTube Time Machine. Have you seen this thing?
No, I heard about it. Though. What is it?
I've been obsessing about it. It's pretty neat. I just like to look at it because you see people in wacky clothes and hairstyles and all sorts of stuff. And it's what it is it's a website. When you go to it, you can choose, like, there's a timeline, and then you can choose a time, like a year, and then watch random YouTube videos from that time. For instance, like, you could move it to, say, 1964 and then watch YouTube videos from that day.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Why was this in the news? Are they discontinuing it or something like that?
Well, I don't know.
It's been in the news recently, I think.
Well, has it? Oh. I don't know. All I ever heard of it that was pretty cool. It works really well and it's really fast. And it's always random, but you can choose like to keep playing more things from that year. So you don't have to just.
Smart idea. What a smart idea.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I'm noticing though, it has to have the date in the title for it to find it.
Is that part of it?
Yeah.
It's great to show mom, for everybody out there want to show mom something.
Oh yeah, moms would love this.
Yeah,
it just pulled up. I pulled up Labyrinth from the '80s. Remember Labyrinth?
Yeah, I remember
David
Labyrinth.
Bowie.
David Bowie all decked out and
the Domino's Noid. Remember the Noid? '87.
Oh yeah.
This is cool. I like this, man. I think I could actually spend some time with this. Good find.
Yeah, it's great. I love this thing.
All right. I like Google Voice transcriptions. Did I talk about this before? I can't remember. We've done so many half shows of Nutz at Night. Timster sent an email. Google Voice transcriptions is if you have a Google Voice number and somebody calls your Google Voice number, it actually tries to determine what the person said, and it does a horrible job usually of translating. It does its best as it can, but it always messes up keywords. Like Timster for Android App Addicts sent a voicemail about some apps, and every time Timster said apps, it thought it said ass, and it creates this hilarious transcript of voice message. If you get Google Voice for anything, here's what you should do. Sign up for Google Voice, get a phone number, and then it's you and your friends call that number and leave 30-second messages. Wait for Google to translate it, get it on your email, read it back, and you'll literally be laughing for hours. It's just astounding what Google thinks that you said in certain cases, and it's hilarious. Me, my brother, and my cousin just sat and laughed for at least a solid hour of solid laughing about all the transcriptions we got. So something to do with Google Voice. Another reason to love Google Voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been using Google Voice for a while, and sometimes I have a kind of a hate relationship with it, but most of the time I just love it. I love the features. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Especially GV Notifier. Have you played with that yet?
No.
God, I think it's called G. Is that what it's called?
What does it do?
GV, is that? Oh, I have to try to look it up here. Yep, all one word, GV Notifier. And what it is it's like a third-party app that's free. And it creates what looks just like an it's like an instant messenger app, but it uses your Google contacts as the people in your list, and it looks exactly like instant messenger. But instead,
it sends text
you
messages.
can use it.
Yeah, you talked about this. Sends text messages.
Yeah, it sends text messages versus actual instant messages like you would with AIM or something.
That's great.
It's really great. It's great because everybody's using this. Everybody's text messaging.
Right.
So you use this, and it's like you're connecting with people with this thing, and it creates a little window, and you just back and forth with them, and use your full size keyboard to send text messages.
No, I love that you could use your full size keyboard. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's especially with people who you have a couple of people on your list that text you like crazy, then this is it for them. I mean, this is it for you to deal with them.
Cool.
I have a few friends that are like, dude. I have one guy. He's like, I call him up. He's like, "Why are you calling me?" I'm like, "Cause I want to ask you a question." He's like, I text. I don't talk on the phone." It hangs up on me.
That's awesome.
I was like, "Okay, all right, fine."
All right, where were we at? What don't you like? I keep clicking on this link and it brings up a guy drinking milk. All right, go ahead.
I have a love and hate relationship, but currently it's I'm not sure where I'm at. I'm kind of in a hate relationship right now with this because I love it so much that I'm so annoyed. And that is with Tiny XP, and I think there's a lot of people out there that have the wrong idea about Tiny XP. It's not. I don't consider it illegal in my opinion because, but there is licensing problems with it. It's illegal if your system isn't licensed for it. If you're putting it on an OEM system with with a COA of XP, then you're good. But so the but it doesn't. Problem I hate with it. Okay, what I love about it, Tiny XP it's just an install of XP that runs that's a little more gutted, but you don't notice the gutting. Like it takes out a lot of the little intricacies that we all don't care of, or if we're missing, we wouldn't notice, and it makes the operating system run like 5 or 6 times faster. It's unbelievable, especially on older hardware that used to be okay with or great with XP, but now with Service Pack 3 and all these other updates and .NET and all this other stuff, it just bogs down the system to it's unusable. With Tiny XP, it becomes usable again. But the problem with Tiny XP is that it embeds a pirated key, and that's what I hate about it, and that's what I don't like, and it's pissing me off. And you don't currently have a way of licensing it properly. I got away with it once with revision 6 of Tiny XP, but now the one of the newer versions, Tiny XP 9, I think it is. That's what I'm using right now. It's really good. Tiny XP 9 has a lot of different options for the install. You have like about 6 different options, and it's a regular CD, so it's 700 megs or less. Huh. And it gives you like about 9 options for installing XP. The 9th it's really 8, but the 9th is a repair install, and but 1 through 8 is different various ways of what you will install, what you won't. Pretty simple. If you just read the quick guide on it, you have to get it through torrent sites, but just then again, what you do with it determines whether it's legal or not. If you put it on a system that only has a COA for 98, well then yeah, you're breaking the you're breaking the EULA, whatever it is.
Why would you put it on a customer system though?
I think I would put it on I think I would. I can't. I mean, at the moment I can't because I can't license it. I'm not going to put it on a customer system unless I make it a legit
personal
key.
Personal use.
Until you can legitimize unless you can license it to their system, then I personally think it's not good enough. But it would be amazing for a lot of customers out there. I mean, of course, there would have to be some kind of agreement with the customer saying, look, I'm not putting a traditional copy, right. Blah, blah, blah. It's not the same. If you do have problems, look, you assume those risks, that sort of thing. And then install it. And it's a quick install too. But I'll tell you, it's made in a certain way where it's not, I shouldn't use the word gutted. It's made in a way where you won't notice the difference. You won't really mostly notice the difference between the full featured one and full featured regular XP and Tiny XP. It's really good. So if I could just get it licensed, it would be perfect.
That's cool. I do want to try it. But use it responsibly.
Well, the thing is, it's for everybody out there that doesn't fully understand. I'm sure there's a lot of ambiguity on them talking about the licensing. The problem is it embeds a key and it uses an OEM. It doesn't use right now. They use the 9 is a volume license key, and a volume license CD was used. So if your system and if you don't have a volume license key you can't use it. You can't use it. You can't legitimize it. Like you can't license it to your own system. So you're basically screwed at that point. But if I can just find an OEM copy, or if you can get it to, if you can change the licensing on it, you'd have to change Tiny XP. You have to redo it in certain ways. Then you can change the nature of the licensing from say retail or volume license or OEM. If you could get that done with it, then you could do the key. I'm just not. I just don't have enough time to dig through all that and figure it all out and get the intricacies lined up. So that's why I'm hating it, but I'm loving it on the other side. All
right. Well, thanks for clarifying about the license.
Yeah, that's the. Right. Yeah, I mean, otherwise it would be completely illegal. I mean, I threw it on a ThinkPad. It has an XP sticker on the bottom. It's licensed for XP. I threw XP on it. So how is it illegal? It's not. It's not illegal. It has the wrong key embedded in the operating system, but still it's not illegal.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And the modifications don't make it illegal either. Some people think that. The modifications are absolutely legal. Every company is modifying that install. That's where all these repair installs come from. It's from the same kind of modifications that Tiny XP uses. So it's completely legal as long as you can license it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. What I don't like is these little things that are flying around in my neighborhood right now, and I think they come around twice a year. They're called love bugs. you ever see these things?
No.
It basically looks like it's basically like a lightning bug, but it's two of them attached at like their back, like their butt, and they're basically mating, but they fly around connected. So the male's backwards and the female's like standing forward, and they fly around like that. So he's got to walk whenever they're walking around on the ground. He's got to walk backwards because he's connected to her. They're like mating in midair, and it just pisses me off. I don't like the whole concept. I'm not a big fan of like watching animals mate in the first place, but second of all, when they're all over the place, they're landing all over the place, and they're stupid looking because he's walking backwards. I mean, like, just get it over with and disconnect. You know, I don't like this whole thing. I don't like it at all, one bit, and I don't like them. That's what I don't like. So
I don't like bugs in general.
I know, especially bugs, and then they do that ridiculous thing. I mean, how stupid is it? What kind of it's dumb. It's just dumb. Anyway,
it is dumb. They shouldn't do that. It should be illegal.
No, it definitely should be illegal. At least
there should be a law against that.
All right, tell us where we could find you on the internet.
You can find me on the interwebs, the intertubes. I'm on Twitter. I use it a lot these days. Been about 2 weeks now. And you can find me at SMD Steve on Twitter. Okay. And my blog is stevendemico.com.
Very cool. Go there, find out what Steve's up to. And as far as us here, I think we're done for Nuts at Night for this week. We're doing video now, so if you want to check us out live, check us out every Thursday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When I'm more energized, I have a little bit more energy. Today I feel a little peaked, so I think I don't know what we're gonna do about the post show. We usually do a little post show, and yeah, come check us out. It's fun to watch live, and even if you missed live, I'll probably try to have the video posted at some point. So thanks everybody for watching and listening. We'll see y'all next time.